ever be fixed? Is America buried? Did it ever exist? Were you hoping for a life of heavenly bliss? When you stepped out of vote number 76, feels like we waited forever for this. Dust off those chips and selection of dips. Rehydrate those ancient celery sticks, 'cause we're gonna have a party down in 76.
Today's a day for celebration. We've been locked away, but we've been making preparations. Sweep away decay and all the waves of devastation. Now we're at the dawn, another day of reclamation. Preservation of the nation is a fate we waited every day in dedication to build a haven, pave the way for generations of what's left of all tech participation. Deep beneath the wastes of Virginia is a place where we could have stayed safe for millennia, but tensions get frayed after just a few decades, so we're certain that the surface ought to be a little friendlier. Shine your shoes, 'cause the hour is a handful. Joining hand in hand with fellow man to save the land, so I packed some dandy apples in a satchel with some blamcos. Stepped out of the gate to meet the neighbors and it's blam.
Do you think that the world could ever be fixed? Is America buried? Did it ever exist? Were you hoping for a life of heavenly bliss? When you stepped out of vote number 76, are you lost in awe? Well, you better be quick. Build a hovel from the rubble while the reverie sticks. Are you gotta build a heaven using death as the bricks if you wanna have a life out of 76? I don't wanna set the world on fire, but your house will do just fine. Not you thinking maybe now's a prudent time anti-Baptists and the rowdy mutants fly.
Now I'm an optimist, but was it a bad decision to make a mission out of living in a vicious cataclysm? Sitting in the wilderness and killing for provisions. If all may have its faults, but all the halls were a condition. Every dweller went from level-headed fella to a villain. So forgive me if it's not what I envisioned, but we're citizens selected out of brilliant civilians. I thought that some decorum while exploring was a given.
Hi, Joel. How you doing today? I haven't seen you since the fall barbecue last May. All right. Oh, jeez. Okay, you can keep the carcass. I'll be on my way.
Country road, take me home to a place that won't radiate my bones. Hear a silly little ditty with a playful tone, transmitted from the middle of the danger zone. Country road, take me there to a pretty little crater in the open air. It's a bright new future, so don't be scared, 'cause everything glows with a bright green glare. Can the world ever be fixed? Is America buried? Did it ever exist? Were you hoping for a life of heavenly bliss? When you stepped out of vote number 76, it's murdering suburbians, getting your kicks. Well, we ask you to refrain to population is fixed. Rest assured that every resident was carefully picked to be remembered as a member of 76.
Vault-Tec reminds you your purpose on the surface is to work to survive through adversity by working with the persons beside you.
Nah, I never liked you. I'm gonna craft some ammo and fight you.
There was a time I'd smile and pretend that I liked all my friends. When society entered me, why the pretense? Bring a violent end to that white picket fence.
You missed my recital again.
There's no keeping up with the Joneses. I've broken their noses, I've stolen their clothes and fed them to the roaches. That ought to show him for mowing this lawn while I'm trying to focus on my crosswords. Crosswords are through now, domestic disputes now descended to shootouts. Truth is, Diane, I hate you, we can't buy. This is a bringing one round to my luau.
Everyone's had that fantasy to be like humanity. You might think it's rad to see what will grow from this rad disease, a mutation of past belief.
Who'd have guessed these nuclear arms would give me literally nuclear arms?
I hit ground zero at some lubricant farm, so what is the harm if we drop another couple of bombs? Who'd have thought the horrors of war could be awesome when chalking them up against the boredom? Before things were torched and we're forced to reform from assortments and morons. A quarter-century squabbles lay dormant. Pit boys and torches, blood in the porches, squash clubs and potlucks and nuclear launches. Set in the scorch on my mother-in-law is more fun than anything before the war. From Boston down to the Mojave, you gotta get a hobby like slaying all your neighbors and displaying all the bodies. So let's all go to the lobby and get ourselves a treat.
Just master race things, just master race things, just master race things, you know, just master race things. Oi mate, check out my new rig, 9,002 gig of games, with more mods than a who gig. I read the jealousy written on your face when I said I needed planning permission for my case. Your rig is a disgrace, it's little but a raise, middle finger up to gaming and an insult to the race. Every console falls prey to the same fate, blatant aliasing and a lame frame rate. Hey mate, I measure mine in playtime, beat you to the singularity defining mankind. Ahead of the time, you wouldn't even believe I pre-order a release before it's even conceived. I thought such a cutting-edge chipset that I can only play games that don't even exist yet. You console peasants have facts to face, facts to face, have facts to face. You can't compare to that master race, that master race. You console peasants have facts to face, have facts to face. You can't compare to that master race, the master race will fuck your face. I'm just letting you know know there's no letters as sexy as W-A-S-D. I've got an ATBSSD. You've got an IDE running XP. Forget 1080p, that's a baby screen. Anything less than 8K will make me scream. If there's ever a pixel that I can plainly see, it best be on a retro indie game release. Fight one. Go! Get a better Nvidia, you frickin' idiot. Your laggy jaggies are actually hideous. So on the smoothest skins, Nivea for my Skyrim mod to get jiggy with Lydia. While we're waving digital dicks about, I've got more monitors than your pixel count. My Oculus Rift, where's an Oculus Rift with an Oculus Rift on its Oculus Rift? And I don't even use them, I've got an IMAX eye implant. Man, I think I'm gonna climax. Here's a nice fact for you to wank about. There's more cash in my Steam wallet than in my bank account. Kids, stay in school, never break rules, and make sure you pray every day to Gabriel. Amen, brother. You console peasants have facts to face, facts to face, have facts to face. You can't compare to that master race, master race, master race. You console peasants have facts to face, facts to face, have facts to face. You can't compare to that master race. The master race will fuck your face. Just master race things, just master race things, just master race things. You know, just master race things, just master race things, just master race things, just master race things. You know, just master race things. I'm pro nuclear power, cause I can drain a whole power plant with my PSU in an hour. The Hoover Dams water cooler my tower. My CPU needs something new to devour. While you fool around with your Mountain Dew, my water cooler, the fountain of youth. I don't give a damn about their review. My PC's a beast that should be held in a zoo. GPU fan sounds as loud as a hoop. It's using heat that's even capable of melting in you. I tell you it's true, and if you doubt me, we'll do a stress test where we'll leave you running round in a loop. You're a console peasant, I'm a grumpy old pedant. In an adolescent brain on the credit of my parents. I had to pay for my setup as a present, cause I said I need a better processing for my lessons. What I meant was FPS and League of Legends, and the set of LED keys on my desk are iridescent. Do I ever have a little bit of empathy? No! May our frame rates be high and our temperatures low. You console peasants have facts to face, facts to face, have facts to face. You can't compare to that master race, that master race. You console peasants have facts to face, have facts to face. You can't compare to that master race. The master race will fuck your face.
The views expressed in this musical work may or may not be satire. You'll never know.
My brothers, we stand united against the opposition. We shall be victorious. World of tanks. We go, my friend. We're fighting till the end, have all my strength. My friend, we protect motherland, glory and gold. They bend, decisions become theft. Winners are not who right, but ones who are left. This is scorched earth, my shells are not blanks. Everything destroyed, there's no way back from world of tanks. This is scorched earth, my shells are not blanks. Everything destroyed, there's no way back from world of tanks.
They will sing us massive hymns. We died for us, not for kings. From a wretch like bloodthirst quenched. Glory to the world of tanks. World of tanks. World of tanks.
I have made a beast, a demon of myself. Gunpowder and steel, I never needed help. No bias, all guts and unholy glory. Through the line I go now, witness my story. Comrades of the battlefield are back inside the battlefield. Fire around and feel the deal of Russian, German or French steel. Just flank around the anti-tank and give him a nice friendly spec. If he notice your strat is deck, Hugo bro is just a prank.
Will sing us massive hymns.
Oh, that's an abrupt fucking stop right there, isn't it? It's Thursday. All right, hear me out on this. So it's Thursday, right? Oh, fucking crazy. One day before Friday. Holy shit. Insane. Saturday, though. Woo! Hildebrand. Oh, fuck yes. I love mysteries. Oh, yes. Stop. We're just gonna go ahead and start queuing for shit and see what happens. Woo! Try not to get too excited, though. Like, this is a chill, low temp. Nothing too exciting, just normal shit happening. But we're gonna start off as we normally do within Frontline Roulette. Right here. See, because it says Frontline, it's under Roulettes. Well, it's under Daily Challenges. Daily Challenge Frontline. It has come to my attention that Frontline is not a roulette. I was not aware of this. I have an itchy spot under my arm. I was not aware this was not a roulette. I feel like I've been lied to my entire life. God damn it. We're gonna queue for it. This isn't a debate, it's just happening. So, over here, we're looking at the currency menu, right? I need to look at some things so I make some judgment calls. So, wolf marks is what we're getting for doing the front line. We're at 15 out of 20, that's pretty good. I need to remember to spin that on the Maki stuff, Maki gear, so I can get those achievements I don't give a fuck about, but so I can get them. Even though I really don't fucking care about them. More importantly is the tomestones of astronomy. We have right here, I've got 555. The weekly cap is 450. I'm at 280 out of 450. So, I guess I should run expert. I kind of want to run a dungeon though on my Dark Knight, which is on what I'm on right now, because it should put me pretty close to hitting cap on it, and I'd like to go ahead and hit cap on it. That is a much better color combination than what I have been using. I'm kind of disappointed in myself. So let's swap to this. I do still need boots, so we're gonna go ahead and invest in those because I should have enough to buy boots. Okay, now let's augment the boots. Let's not augment the boots. Let's just go ahead and hit commence and join in on the fight. It's occurred to me that the spot under my arm now just hurts. I did not get a chance to change to Dragoon. All right, now I am ready. I was like, I don't have any fucking skills on my bar. I can't eat this up to Dragoon. Ah, good job, team. So I'm immediately gonna head north. I'm gonna help out these dudes. I think people tend to favor rotating clockwise to capture objectives. So that's what I'm going to do. Because that's an objective, so we're going to capture it. Alright, I'm glad I came over here. You guys did a great job. I've scored nothing. I guess we'll head up the middle. Where's the fucking other teams? How are we uncontested on those two? Oh, they're fighting over that. Okay. The question is who's gonna make a move back on objectives first? I need to turn my headphones down. I can't even hear myself think. Diving in. Just go ahead and give me the old stabby stabs. So I have absolutely nothing to lose right now. So I'm gonna play like it. I don't even know where I am.
Oh, that appears to be my exit, so let's go this way. I was gonna dive in and try and stab some more crystals because I didn't have anything to lose, and I still don't. I had 0. But that ended up being super unnecessary. Oh God. Time to leave. Aha, fuck you. I don't know if that's a fight we want to be in. It looks like most of our team is still up top, which is not very useful. This is a bad fight. I'm leaving. I said I'm leaving. I'm having trouble leaving. There's way more people on their team there than it is on ours. That's just not worth it. Looks like there's some drama over here with yellow. I think I'd rather participate in the yellow drama than in that drama. I'm not attacking the samurai. Fuck that noise. They are too strong. Hello, samurai. Goodbye, samurai. I guess I'm gonna help him gang up on this ninja. You know. No reason to do a one-on-one when I can just walk over and steal the kill from someone else. I didn't steal the kill though, I only got 2 goddamn points. I never get kills. I'm just out here trying my worst. Fucking die, Paladin! Fuck you. You made the classic mistake of being somewhere where my teammates could beat the shit out of you and then I could come and participate. Hello, Red Mage. Goodbye, Red Mage. I don't understand how some Dragoons have CC. I don't have CC, and if I do, I don't know where it is. I've never found it. I think there's something I fundamentally don't understand about Dragoon. I'm fine with that, though. Where the fuck is yellow? But I guess we're pushing spawn? Some reason. You know what? I'm leaving. I've made an executive decision on my behalf, and I'm getting the fuck it out of there. There was a lot of dudes. And someone definitely just squeezed by up here to the objective. I don't think I'm gonna make it up there in time to stop them from capping. Or decapping at least. There's no one up here, what the fuck? I feel lied to. Like, I thought I saw a guy. I'll make this smaller. I don't need it to be quite that big. Huh. I guess we're headed back. Cause look, it ain't working out. Like a fat guy at the gym. It ain't working out. What's gonna mean? Ah! Those sons of buns! How could they take that from me? I was using it for points! I am not going up in the middle. I hate going up in the middle. It's my least favorite part of this map. I don't know what the fuck my team is doing though, because they're over here fighting the flames? Why? I'm gonna head over to this Allegan Manors over here. All right, calm down, music. Don't get too excited. All right. Goodbye. Did he see something? Should I be running? I'm not running. But it's not because I'm not scared. It's because I don't know what's happening. I'm now running. Maybe I'll just hide. Maybe I'll go take Serpent Outpost. Maybe I'll fucking run away. You know what? Fuck it. Let's fight. You and me, let's go. Hello, friend. Oh, wow. That looked like it hurt. So my goal here is not to kill this paladin. My goal here is to stall this paladin. Oh wow, that looked like it hurt. just go ahead and use this. We got a bard. Oh, hell yeah. I said, oh, hell yeah, because he walked out of the thing, and I was like, fuck yeah, that means I don't have to fight him. All right, time to go. Woo! I ain't sticking around here. I am sorry, teammate, but that is like a 4-on-2. Goodbye. Oh, don't get too excited, music. All right, stuff's happening. Let's just mill around here for a moment, see what yellow does. I mean, I see him. What the fuck is he doing? What if I like walk up here? How stealthy am I? Am I pretty stealthy? Am I sneaky? Do they see me? All right, let's go back over there. Come, yes, me on fat cat, you on fat chocobo. We shall go back and seize the means of objective. I see 2 people. All right, who else is here? Hello, Bard. Fuck you. All right, let's not have line of sight with that other guy. No. Goodbye. Hello, Red Mage. Hello, other fucking team. I am once again leaving. Oh God. I mean, I don't have much to lose, but it just means I really don't want to lose it. Yeah, I'm gone. Oh, goodbye. How are you keeping up with me? This is bullshit. Yeah, do me a favor and run back here to our... What's happening? Oh, fuck. They're over here, too. This is bullshit. Where am I supposed to hide like a coward if the teams are just everywhere? What are we looking at over here? We're looking at something. All right, let's just dive in and hope for the best. Does anyone look like they're having, like, difficulty? And by that, I mean, like, they're about to die? Yeah, fuck it, that's a joke. All right, goodbye, Dragoon. You know what? Fuck you. I'm chasing you. That guy can stand in that and cap that, and he's gonna do a really good job at it, but I want to stab someone. That's what's happening. Hey. Hey, dude, cha. Oh, we need to do some damage to the flames, really. I'm ignoring that samurai. I don't give a fuck. Samurai unimportant. Objective important. There's gonna be someone over here. I'm gonna get in a fight. Yes. There's the red mage. Let's gank the red mage. Just dump everything at the red mage and hope that it's enough. No, fuck you. Stop healing yourself. I hate you. Why are you so hard to kill? Just die. Fuck. Okay, everyone should be headed up, so let's make some moves. Like, let's try. We need to, hopefully yellow's not about to get slaughtered on the top, and that way we can at least decap this. I'm not gonna try and capture this. I'm just going to try and decap it and I'm gonna move. There is a person. Hey, you wanna fight? That has very quickly turned into a fight that I don't want to be in. Goodbye. Goodbye. Sorry, teammate. I'll always love you. I won't. It's a lie. I don't even know who they were. All I know is I've abandoned them to death. Anyway, let's motor. I was kind of hoping that guy that's up there would jump off and then I could kill him. You know what? Let's hold on to that idea. Maybe he did jump off, but he took no damage, so never mind. We're just going away. We took a lot there, though. I kind of want to try and defend this, but I'm by myself. That just seems like a terrible idea. Might be better for me to head south. At least there's something doing there. There is, yeah, that's entirely too many people, and there's sweaty PvP tryhards in that group. You can tell because of the mounts. I haven't achieved a single fucking battle high yet, because I'm just like, every time I run into someone, it's like me versus 4 people, and I'm just like, peace, I'm out, bye. Okay, so there's a fight going on down there. I've got limit break. I could just pick a fight with it. Oh, that ninja looks perfect. You know what? This is rapidly becoming a situation I don't want to be a part of. I'm not saying I'm leaving. I'm just saying I don't want to be here. I killed someone. I did my part. I got a summoner who's not with a crowd of people. You were my favorite kind of encounter. Goodbye. You're supposed to die when I say goodbye. Oh, fuck. Heal. Heal and walk. Heal and walk. Hit sprint. Make some distance. Okay, let's try and go around. Our dudes have gotten onto that, and I should regen my MP by the time I get there, so. Flames are probably going to win this, frankly. The Immortal Flames are not getting... Yellow is focusing the shit out of us. I feel like the Flames are not getting much contest. Summoner looks like they're getting picked. Oh, no, they're just doing the Red Mage. Get the Red Mage. He needs to die. Just please fuck off and die. Hold it, hold it. That monk looks perfect. Nice. Hello, Summoner. It's me. You remember me? I was standing near you earlier. I didn't do anything, but I was there. Oh, fuck yeah. I got pulled out of the... zone. I'm like, yeah, this is exactly where I wanted to be. This is great. Yeah, pop out of that. Give me a favor, pop out of that. Goodbye. Okay, we need to move. We need to go take this, probably. I kind of want to just head straight across for the flame outpost, though. That's a terrible idea. I'm not doing it. Absolutely worst idea I've had all day. Other than waking up. Which is unequivocally the worst idea I've had all day. What's going on over here? Can I help? No. No. I'm not explaining why. But there was a lot of reasons to just turn the fuck around. I hate going mid, but I guess I'm going mid. I've almost got limit break. Here's what I'm gonna do. I don't know if that helped, but I did it. Let me just do some useless chip damage. All right. We're doing really well in taking points after, like, during the mid phase, but we don't hold shit. I might stick on the southern side, because I feel like I'm just wasting a lot of time trying to fight yellow. And I think we need more manpower fighting blue. No, dude, you do not want to go over there. Where are you going? I am between a rock and a hard place. Oh, this is great. Okay, normally I don't like clearing that with that, but I'm just gonna try and get some fucking distance. I guess we're doing the ninja. Hit that. Damn it! Fucking hate that. Bullshit. Wow. Fucking classic. Oh, I hope that they one day actually fix purity so it fucking works right. It's so annoying that it doesn't. This is a pretty solid loss, though. Like, Flames are gonna take it here in a few seconds. Honestly, at this point, I'd rather the Adder win than the Flames. That's kind of the mood I'm in. Come on, there. Good. No, fuck you. Cast your shit on me, asshole. Do it. Fucking do it. All right, I'm leaving. Goodbye. Hate white mage. They're so overpowered. Oh, that's racist. I don't care. Fuck blue. I want yellow to win. That's all I care about is fucking over blue. That's what I'm here for. I don't give a shit about anything else. Yeah, please attack me. I literally never got a battle high. I don't give a rancid shit. Yes, hit me. Hit me. All of you just focus on me. Don't do anything productive. Just everyone attack the fucking Dragoon. Why does my arm also itch? Listen, it's gonna be a tall order staving off the flames. They have such a lead. It looks like yellow went hard into the flames, though. This is gonna be an opportunity to try and sneak anything back right here, though. I mean, there's no way in God's green earth we managed to hold off the flames from winning. They'd have to lose that objective. Goodbye, Paladin. Yeah, with that one objective, that's nigh impossible. Gonna try and get at least a kill. I think I've scored a couple of kills. I've finally hit a battle high. Oh, go me. I'm just gonna go this way for some reason. There's blue charging up. Let's take the flame outpost. Someone has to be back here defending. There's no way they just abandoned everything. They're so close to victory. Okay, I guess this is mine now. Yeah, there was nothing doing on that. Yeah, yellow was focusing us super hard, and we were focusing yellow back, and there was nothing to do about fucking blue. Also, there was like one or two sus things on blue's teams, but you know, let's not go into that again today. Okay, let's do something that sucks a little bit less, or has a higher chance of sucking less. And let's upgrade these boots. I would like a boot upgrading material, please. Thank you. That's boot. Then I should have a pretty decent item level on my healers. Put it into my armory chest, go to my character profile, and equip the thing. Cool. That puts me at an average item level of 592. I think the only thing that's really holding me back is my accessories. But I don't think I'm going to invest in those. Let's extract the materia. And I do need to hold on to the crap that I did have equipped, because that's gonna come in handy once the glamour dresser gets expanded, and then I can just put it into it, which will be nice. What pants are you wearing? Okay. Oh yeah, white mage needs to be updated on that. Or Astro needs to be updated. Astro is not level 90. I forgot about that. Whoops. Make a note. Level Astro. This one. Whatever this class was. Scholar. That's the one. Scholar needs a book. Okay. So let's go ahead and... I think we should go ahead and do Expert. What do I want to do Expert on? Is Corian online? Close that, man. Corian is online. Well, let's see if Corian wants to do expert. And then I'll decide what I want to do expert on. Trying to grab that so I can move it, yeah. You know what? I really want to do it on Monk, I think. Monk needs repairs. Let's queue for expert, then do repairs. Just a big fan of my gear not being broken. Pretty sweet. I don't know what's happening over there, but it sure looks exciting. Check for meld, not for meld, for soul bond, spirit bond, whatever the fuck they call it. Okay. I guess we're gonna go try and kill Level Cheater again. I killed Level Cheater before stream because I had the note. Why do I even give a fuck about killing Level Cheater? Like, there's a mount, but I don't know if I care. Let's go kill something that's probably more profitable. Let's kill Leech King. That sounds great. In Mordona. Okay, well if it's in Mordona, we're gonna go from Camp Blue Frog to we're gonna go from Camp Blue Frog to Mordona. The idea there being I can check Northern Thanalin for any hunts. I can check Northern Thanalin for any hunts that I can murder on the way. They're usually not up. The Thanalin ones get hunted pretty regularly. Especially, the one in this map I have not found in a very... Oh, it's a retainer! Look, it's a retainer. That's what this guy is. Like someone's punched him in the face. What? Oh, I was confused what was above my camera. It was a tree. You keep up the good work there, buddy. Not explaining retainers. So, I don't even know what the hunt is in this map. I have no fucking clue. It's something. Well, it's now not my problem. Because we've queued for the shit, so we're gonna go do some fucking murder. There's no pew-pew involved. I'm a monk, I'm punching. Oh god, I'm typing in all the wrong screens. Fucking P. Hell, everything's delayed. Hello! I'm trying my best. Don't judge me. Eat food from my inventory. I'm gonna close the map. Corian's on a black mage. That's racist. Where's the tank? Oh, there you are. More like, thank you very much. I'm so funny. Thank you very much. Oh. I'm very tired. I've just had a long day. We're just doing. All right, don't ask for quality. Don't ask for competence. Just ask. Ask not what the live stream can do for you. Ask what you can do for the live stream. You can give me money. I accept bribes in the form of money. There's a bribe button. It says subscribe, but this is how you spell bribe in France. What is this subscribe? It is like how you the Americans say, giving money to assholes who don't deserve it. I can't hear myself. I don't know what that sounded like. I attempted a French accent, but I couldn't hear what the fuck I was saying. My headphones are entirely too loud. For that. It's kind of fun not healing. I love healing, but, you know, doing mini damages and making the fights go faster, that's its own reward. It's a time-based reward. I'm getting paid by the second here. Let's hurry the fuck up. I'm gonna say I'm not getting paid by the second here. The jokes work better when they're not told by a retard. Welcome to the live stream. I'll put my thumb down when I feel like it. Until then, staying up. I can't move the camera. Just use my other hand. Oh, yeah. Okay. Still feeling the thumbs up. All right, we're doing good. I gotta use, hold on. This requires too many hands to operate this fucking monk. I should really come up with a control scheme that doesn't require me to click on stuff on the bottom of the screen and use buttons on the keyboard. I'm standing in a bad place and moving over here. God, monk is fun. I've been playing other DPS classes again. But, like, I was trying to figure out what I like about monk so much more than other classes. I'm attempting to turn down my volume so I can hear myself think. That's bad. Ow. That was a bad spot to be. And I think I figured it out, because I was playing, I played a lot of Sage. I've been playing Reaper. And there's a thing about them that Monk doesn't do that they both do that I just don't like. So, Reaper and Sage both have a, So, Reaper has a debuff, a thing that increases damage that the enemy takes, that you need to refresh. It has a 30-second timer and you need to refresh it so it stays up on the thing you're targeting. Sage has a dot, which does damage to the thing that you need to refresh because it has a timer. And I'm fucking garbage at maintaining both of those. I forget them all of the time. And it occurred to me, part of what I really like about Monk is Monk also has a dot and it has a debuff. Well, it has a buff. It's not a debuff on Monk. It's a buff on the player as opposed to a debuff on the enemy. So none of that matters. What matters is the fact that I don't have to press buttons outside of my normal rotation to do it. All of my shit is contained within these buttons. Everything else is secondary flavor. And that's what I really like about Monk. I like the continuous flow through these. I think that's what really I get a kick out of Monk with. All right, well, I absolutely butchered that, but whatever. So yeah, that is my great revelation. What is happening behind me and why are these things attacking something else? Corian's over here taking damage. Silly Corian. Why aren't you standing in the health bubble? Why are you standing in the pain bubble? Classic black mages standing in pain bubbles. Am I right? Of course I am. But yeah, I think that's what I really like about Monk more so than playing any other class is all of this. It's such a set pattern. There's variance to it, but it's a very, very set pattern. Melee line. Melee line. I'm a black mage. I have to stand in a circle, otherwise I cry myself to sleep at night. That's how I imagine black mages sound. I don't know. I've never seen one. That's an incredibly asshole thing to say. But no, like, Monk doesn't have the most set in stone rotation of all the classes. It actually is one of the least set in stone rotations of all the classes. But the fact that all of your core mechanics are played out over this one complex, air quotes complex rotation, basically things aren't outside of the rotation. Everything is happening within the flow of these 6 skills. And that's what I think is really cool. That's what I get a kick out of. Because very few things disrupt you pressing these 6 buttons. The things that you have to press outside of that, all of this other crap around here, is pressed, it's stuffed in between it. So it's not I've hit a thing, time to stop pressing these buttons and time to go press some different buttons. No, it's not that. It's, I'm now pressing this Brotherhood button in conjunction with that so I can hit my Phantom Rush button, and then this, and then back to 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 this. And it's just kind of this whole thing. And I distracted myself and fucked up my rotation. Because that's how I live my life. One mistake at a time. Some would say my mistake is live streaming because no one watches me and I'm not very funny. I think I'm funny though, so fuck you. Man. Wait. Yeah, that's what I think I really get a kick out of Monk with, is how everything is built around these 6 skills. It's super hard for me to explain it because frankly, I'm not that smart, so I don't really know how to explain anything. Bless my heart, I hit the wrong button. Well, I didn't hit the wrong button, but it got delayed and it went off, and now I'm sad. I was already sad, so this is the status quo maintaining. Status quo maintaining. Yeah, fuck it, whatever. So, I don't know. I've been thinking about something like all day today. And it comes up every now and then. And it was like, people at work were talking about how I complain all the time, and I'm super negative. And it's such a fucking bummer, like, oh man. And I know I'm complaining about it. Full circle, I guess. But it's such a fucking bummer. I hate it. Not that they're complaining that I complain, but like, I don't know, man. I don't want to be that guy that just sits there and fucking complains all the time. But I feel like I'm just constantly in situations with people where I don't have anything else to talk to these people about. Like, oh, I can't talk about video games. None of them play fucking video games. Well, I can't talk to them about, you know, cool historical facts. None of them pay attention to historical shit. Oh, I can't really talk to them about interesting engineering developments and projects because none of them are interested in that either. So I'm just kind of like there. And so if I want to talk about stuff, the only thing I have to talk about is complaining. Because I live in a part of the country where I have fucking nothing in common with anyone around me. Hooray! It's really depressing. I don't know, like I'd be lying if I said I wasn't just kind of like in a bit of a downy mood. Because, yeah, you know, it's not fun being told that you complain all the time and you're super negative and shit. And I'm like, well, I don't want to be, but like, I don't have anything else going on. I don't have anything else to talk about. Kind of pathetic. I honestly, like, and basically the reason I'm talking about this is because, like, it just comes up every now and then. And I feel like I have trouble interacting with a lot of people because I have fucking nothing in common with anyone that lives in this goddamn state. So it's super depressing. I was talking to someone about it the other day, and they're like, oh, why don't you talk to them about video games? And I'm like, no one fucking plays video games in Georgia. Like, that sounds crazy, but fucking people just don't play video games in fucking Georgia. It's really rare. Like, I'm kind of an oddity because I play video games. Georgia's, like a lot of conservative places, video games are pretty unpopular. And like it or not, I play video games. I play a lot of video games. Really into video games. And anime. Been watching some really good anime. I'll talk about the really good anime I've been watching in a bit. I should have watched it years ago, but I've been watching it now anyways. I've been having a great time. Can't talk about that either though. Ain't none of these fucking people watch anime. I don't know. I've hit the point where I've started to wonder if, like, do I need to just A, move to a whole ass different part of the fucking country in order to, like, have IRL people to hang out with on the regular or something? Is that just what I'm gonna have to do? Is fucking move somewhere else? Because I'm kind of a pessimistic person. I've been through some shit. So I can't help but ponder, if I move somewhere else, is it just gonna be same shit, different place? I don't know. But it sure does make me feel terrible. Anyways, enough of that. I've been watching fucking, Restaurant to Another World. Like, I know I should have watched it when it came out a long time ago. But I'm watching it now. Fuck you, leave me alone. I watch shit when I want to. But I've been watching it, and I've been having a great time. It is super good. I like that it's, like... It's not another fucking isekai. I'm so fucking tired of isekais. Like, I know I'm just complaining again, but, like, I'm just so fucking tired of watching isekais. It's really refreshing to watch a, I mean, it technically is an isekai, but technically it's a reverse isekai, but it's really a vehicle with which to, like, the setting of the restaurant is just a vehicle to have people interact and effectively distribute lore of the world. And I think that's dope. I'm a big lore nerd. Really like it. I'm having a great time watching it. If you haven't watched it, I would recommend it. It's very good. Really, really enjoying Restaurant to Another World. And the second season has already completed, which means I get to go ahead and watch it too, because I finished it the first season today. I got home from work and ate my dinner and watched an Animus. Do we want to go again? Or do a different roulette? Where am I on stuff? Let me take stock. I need a lot more fucking points. I want to run Alliance. Or, like, just literally anything that isn't expert. If we do Alliance, I'm probably going to do it on Reaper. For the XP. I made a new Reaper glam. You'll see it in a bit. I'm kind of happy with it. It's not, you know, it's not earth-shattering, but I'm pretty happy with it. There was some experimentation here. There was some throwing stuff at the wall, seeing what would stick, and I think I came upon something that's gonna work. Yeah, I've been really enjoying Restaurant to Another World. It's episodic, which I really like episodic stuff. A story told across a bunch of episodes is great. But I really like episodic. I don't know why, but just little self-contained things where it's like, oh yeah, that was a lovely little story. Then you go on to the next lovely little story. And I fucking love it. It's fantastic. Also, just on a note, I also wondered, going back to the people telling me I'm negative all the time, I wonder if I just phrase stuff in such a way that sounds negative, even if I don't mean it to be negative. Because I do have I'm really bad at words. I'm really bad at picking words. I've been told I pick the wrong words a lot. Anyways, back to gushing about Restaurant to Another World. Like, it's really fun how they introduce characters over time, and then sometimes they'll introduce how characters interacting with each other. Or there's one episode where they introduce 2 new characters, and they introduced them through their interaction with another character, which sounds weird, but I mean that's how most of it works, because most of the new character introductions, of which there's plenty throughout the series, or at least the first season, happens in the context of meeting a person that leads them to the restaurant, or them finding the restaurant themselves. So there's 3 ways characters seem to get introduced: interacting with someone who already goes to the restaurant, finding the restaurant through happenstance, usually in some form of time of desperation, or they already go to the restaurant and it's about their interactions with people therein, or how they got to it. And it's really fun because they're effectively, I feel like they're stories. Each one's a story. But they're not like super complicated and super in-depth. I feel it's like a little Cliff Notes lore thing about, you know, each person and how they, and their interaction with the restaurant and all that crap, and how it plays out with their lives and shit. And it's really friendly. Like, I don't know about season 2, but in season 1, it's really friendly. There's no mean characters. No one's trying to fuck anyone else over. It's just kind of a feel-good anime, and I'm kind of all about that these days. I'm really trying to partake in more happy, feel-good media. I don't know. All right, we're here. Let's look at my glam. The pants are a struggle. I'm still working on the pants. It's the best pants I've come up with so far. A lot of the other pants were too high-waisted. Like, they'd come up to my belly button, and then it felt like, what's the point of having a shirt with your abdomen exposed if the fucking pants are all the way up? But also, I have sensibilities of the low-waisted pant variety, as previously stated. I feel you judging me. I do want to redo the dyes so they go with the boots a bit better. I dyed this to be close with the coat because it's the dye I had on hand at the time, and I was kind of throwing it together before stream. And I don't think I settled on a hat. No, I stuck with the eye covering. But I need to find a good hat for it. Probably a hairstyle change is in order too. Why did you leave? But I'm relatively happy with it so far. It's, like I said, god damn it. Fucking game crashed. Well, alright, let me log back in. I'm still getting game crashes since I upgraded my graphics card. They're not as frequent, though. So it's obviously an issue with something else. And at this point, I think I'm just down to the standard Final Fantasy 14 threw a fucking error and crashed. Which, I can live with that. It does seize up a bit, so it may be a bit of a communication error somewhere in the board. But yeah, it is one. And bad away. I guess we'll look at the glam while I'm standing here. Like, it's kind of see what I'm going for, maybe? What does it look like if I turn off this? I need to change the color. It's hard to match this really pale tan. There isn't... I've matched it before, I just have to remember what the color was. I don't know if I want to match the pale tan or if I want to match a different color on the boots. The boots aren't dyeable, which is why they're the things I need to be color matching to. I think the clothing choices work. I just need to get the colors down. Okie dokie. We're back on track, though. We made it to the first. We made it for the first boss. All right, it's not that bad. We still don't have Archer Espin back, though. I'm on the wrong thing. So this Shadow of Death. I'm still acclimating to using that. But I've been picking up on how Reaper kind of works, and it's pretty compelling. That is so loud in my headphones, holy shit. Yeah, the flow of using, like, so effectively, from what I can tell with Reaper, you kind of just brain dead your way through these first 3 keys, and you're just hitting them. You're not really paying much attention to them. You don't need to. They don't have positions or anything. So you're going 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Hi, I hope you're doing well. Never forget the amazing person you are and how much you're loved. Have a lovely stream. Well, that is very nice of you. I am now deeply paranoid, but that is very nice of you. What was I doing? I fucking forgot. Oh, there's dead people everywhere. Oh, I wish I could rest. What was I saying? I was interrupted by someone being really wholesome. Which is always nice. I need a lot more wholesome in my life. What was it? Ah! I let Shadow of Death fall off. It's literally the thing I was talking about. Hey! Oh god, don't panic. I've fucked everything. Glad I made you smile. Well, that's always a plus. Listen, every day's a long day, but it's nice. I appreciate it. I'm going to panic here in a moment. I'm trying to. Your smile is beautiful. See, I don't know how to process compliments, so it's just like. Brief shutdown. I'm just like, yeah, yes. But thank you for the nice words, and if you stick around, I hope you enjoy. What was I don't know. Oh, I'm just in the. Let's be over here. I still got hit. All right. Well, you know, whatever. Reaper! I forgot the name of the class. God, it's like it's 9:30 at night and I've had 9 hours at work. I'm just gonna run over here. My brain is trying its bestest. I hate that raid. I hate the one where that makes you do math more, even though it's really easy math. Not a big fan of math. Well, I don't do math after 6 o'clock. It's illegal. I just did Alliance Roulette. Of that too, yeah. I was so butthurt about the Prime thing, about like, I don't know how to do that boss. I was so butthurt about that boss asking me to do math. Like genuinely pissed off by it. That I just refused to do the mechanic for like 3 weeks when it came out. I was like, I don't want to do this. It's like 7 o'clock at night. I stopped doing math at 6. I hope this guy, they were right. All right, good job. Hey, what's your name? Akalon Kruger. Well, he'd get my commendation if I was in his party. All right, that's a lot of death. I'm gonna be over here. But no, I'm picking up on what Reaper is putting down. I don't like that all that's behind me and I'm afraid to turn around, but where's AC? I have blind faith in that person. You know what? This seems great. I'm just gonna go hide in this corner. Reaper. Okay. Reaper. I've been playing Reaper, trying to learn how to play Reaper. I don't know why, it felt like something I kind of wanted to learn. It seems like when playing Reaper, I need to turn this down. I can't hear myself think. Okay, I can hear myself thinking. What's happening? Ugh. Ah, fucking mechanics. Reaper, you do you don't really pay attention to the one Reapers, my man. All right, well, let me just butcher everything. You pay attention to 1, 2, and 3. You don't, excuse me, you do not pay attention to 1, 2, and 3. You just ba 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 ba. What you're paying attention to is making sure that when this caps, because you have a 10 on everything, as soon as that caps, you can consume it without having to get a loss from it. In addition, you're trying to keep Soul Slice on cooldown, because much like some of the skills on Monk, if something is not on cooldown, it means you're not using it. You should be. So you juggle keeping this, like keeping from hitting. So if I hit this right now, that was kind of a waste because I didn't pick up any of this, whatever this gauge is called. Similarly, it was 60. If I hit this now, well, that was a waste because I basically dropped 10 of this gauge on the floor. So it's the kind of standard gauge balance you get out of a number of classes. But where it gets interesting, I think, and the thing that, one, this Shadow of Death trips me up constantly because I forget about it all the time, and I will slowly remember to stop forgetting about it. Many who's what's it's. No, Arcana Circle and Gluttony. So Gluttony is half the cooldown of Arcane Circle. Why did I say Arcana? That's because I was doing D&D yesterday. So it's half the cooldown. So this is you're going to be using on cooldown, but you definitely don't want to get it out of sync with Arcana. I guess I'm just calling it Arcana. I'm going to stand over here. This looks like a good spot. I'm just burning this real quick. I don't have a strategy to any of the things I'm doing. But basically, this is just brain dead. You're just brain deading. You're hitting your positionals on these two. And all of my classes, I have this kind of standardized across them. The one on the left is side, the one on the right is rear. That's just how I set up all of my classes that have positionals. Because I play Monk. Who left? Why is it this? You know what? To hell with it. Party finder, party members, this dude, vote dismiss, offline. Damn it! It's rolling for items, I forgot. Diggle diggle ding. Diggle. Whatever. Basically, brain dead on these, and then you're just focused on balancing through all of this. Ah, good, someone else did. And I enjoy that. I definitely enjoy it more once I get more used to it. It's hard to compare things to Monk, because I play the shit out of Monk. I've played Monk for 9 goddamn years. Of course I like Monk. I've played it for 9 fucking years. But I have a feeling I'm gonna get a kick out of Reaper once I get it to 90 and once I really settle into it. It'd also help if I was close enough to the boss to melee it. But who's counting? Okay, so we need to go ahead and use Soul Slice. Good habits start at lower levels and carry on into the future. So Soul Slice is now on cooldown. Good. Check that. We got 15 seconds on that. One thing I haven't decided yet with Reaper is it worthwhile to double up Shadow of Death?
To the current of life we succumb. Its judgment
Is it worth doubling up Shadow of Death? Where's my button? Is it worth doubling up Shadow of Death normally? Or is it just worth doing it when you do the Arcane Circle Burst? Because I think you definitely want to do it for the Arcane Circle Burst just because of duration. Oh, I let it cap, see? I distracted myself, and I didn't do my positional. Oh, boy, I'm really good at games. I'm just gonna empty this real quick. Okay, back to that. I gotta refresh the thingy. I looked, I checked the bar. Wow. Bare minimum. I'm so proud. Stop standing closer to me, you dick. Who was that? That was terribly rude. I'm having a series of prolonged moments on a camera in front of people on the internet. Some call it a live stream. I call it a series of prolonged moments. So that's how I think Reaper works. I know I just spent like 10 minutes not explaining it. It's not a follow-up to that statement. That's just kind of a closed statement. 10 minutes not explaining it, end of sentence. It's fun, though. I'm just really getting a kick out of it. IRC, if you can fit the Open Arcana in one application of Shadow of Death. No, I don't think you can. I was experimenting with it. It didn't seem like it. In the opener. I don't know what IRC means, so you have to also remember that I'm legally stupid. I don't understand acronyms. This looks like it needs attention. Ow. IRC. IIRC. Independent International Branch Country Clubs. Nailed it. Oh, I saw the blue and I just assumed that Corey had explained to me what IRC means. I assume it meant, if I recall correctly. I genuinely had to think about it because I couldn't figure out what it meant. Oh, yes. It's oh, go stick. Go get the thing. It's definitely a Thursday after work. Did I just get a Vuln stack? No, someone else did. Okay. I was going to be really indignant about that. If I remember correctly, you can fit the Open Arcana in one application of Shadow of Death. So is there ever a reason to double up on Shadow of Death? Is there a reason why I grabbed this shield? Yes, I remember now. Is it just like a buffer thing? I'm gonna stand over here and shield. Oh, that's not the shield, that's a sword! Alright, well I know what to do with this. Hoa! And hoa! And hoa! I didn't realize I picked up the sword! Oh, bless my heart.
Oh, divine light, send us from our sins!
Yeah, just kill me. Just make it quick. So, because the way I was doing, I mean, I'm only level like 782, I think. So obviously there's a large potential for change. But it looks like you could stack it up in such a way, and I have no idea, I haven't looked at the proper way to play Reaper. You can stack it up in such a way that you can be just about capped on your bar, hit Arcane Circle Gluttony, hit both of your things, then go for an Unveiled Gibbet. It looks basically, okay. It looks like you should be able to have 4 charges use out of the bar. Is what I'm getting at. And maybe there's a faster way to time that out so that way you don't run into an issue. Oh, come back. I'm trying to hit you. Yeah, and I just haven't noticed it. I need to play with it a bit more and really piece it together. Oh boy, howdy. I hope I get to do the stabbing this time. Yes, good.
7 fates foretold, which at the end of the broken path lie death, and death alone!
Alright, I get to stab anything. Whatever. Alright. Back to tagging the boss. I don't know why I waited. What was I doing? Silly me. Oh god, my nose itches. Oh god, my nose itches. Huh.
I leave you now to your quest.
I'm probably dehydrated. Melted Ice. I can show you the 90 opener when we get out. Well, I'm not 90, so I don't think it does me much good yet. But sure, why not? We can do that. What hairstyle is that? I'm gonna have to try out. I haven't really done the baseball cap. I don't like how it fits. Like, I don't like how it fits on the femora. It looks really oversized on the head. I give a general idea what to look for on the rotation. Yeah. Like, is it just me or does the hat look kind of oversized on the femora head? I think it's less pronounced on the aura. Florida. I think it's less pronounced on the aura just because of the horns. They did that with the other baseball cap too, where it just was kind of oversized, and I ended up never using it because I just really wasn't happy with how big it was. Oh, come on. Ah. Unfortunate, but it'd be... Where did my mouse go? It'd be like it be. So that's a damage taken for the... Okay, so that's singular to the Reaper. There used to be that time when you had, wasn't there a period where the debuffs that were applied to the enemy, there was a couple that actually... God, please don't look at the buttons I'm hitting. I'm just absolutely butchering playing Reaper right now. Like, it would be like a damage resistance down to blunt or to slicing or, you know, what different damage types. And I think that would apply to anyone doing that damage type. Like, it applied en masse. This thing was now weaker to that damage type. And I believe they've entirely gotten rid of that. I'd have to really scour the buffs, because I think it was a tank buff is what they were. Oh, nice. We passively did that. I'm proud of that. Hello. Noise. Try not to sneeze. Give me a moment. And it passed. Okay. Okay. But there's a yawn. I'm definitely getting better about Shadow of Death. The first, like, day or two where I was really trying to play Reaper, I was not getting my Shadows of Death refreshed. Very muted. I was really struggle busing on that.
Foretold, servant of Iblis. Or perhaps you serve another. I am Count Sinolphus Orlando. Your journey ends here.
Do I make a joke about Florida, or do I not make a joke about Florida? I mean, it's not going to be funny, but I could do it. Okay, so what is... Okay, that's just that. Who's that? Why are they all the way over here? I don't know. That's kind of weird. Oh, I didn't open with Shadow of Death. I was just sitting here chatting myself up about being so great about hitting Shadow of Death because I've finally achieved the required number of brain cells to play Reaper. And then I just didn't open with it. Everyone... Okay, they still have Doom. I hope they're going to be okay. They're okay. Every time Doom happens, I'm trying to hit that second win refresh. No doubt. I just feel like it's good practice. Am I supposed to stand in here? Yes. God, do you remember when this fight was new? Holy crap. There's so many dead people.
Heavy on a head once held high. Such is poor.
Like, I remember this fight taking flip-flop. How's it going? You missed the part where I had a Depressy session. That was earlier. Now you're here for the part where I talk about them good old days back in the olden times when Stormblood was current. I'm gonna be over here. Lamau. Yeah, well, you know. You've watched me enough. You know how it be sometimes. Or you've known me enough. You know how it be sometimes. You're just like, well, everything makes me sad now.
There is time enough for regret in the flames of hell.
Like, okay, real talk, and after this I'm gonna go back to talking about video game. Real talk, I probably need to go to see whatever person has qualifications and see about like getting tested for shit. Because I already have been tested and have ADHD. But I'm starting to wonder if, like, maybe there's some other shit. So I'm thinking, if I could ever find a fucking, you know, access to fucking mental health care, which, oh my god, do I have a story about that? Then I probably should get further tested for other things, because ADHD is on the spectrum typically. Yeah, well, ADHD is a spectrum. I'm gonna make a decision about where I want to be here in a second. Like, it could just be ADHD, and you know what? Knowing is half the battle. Anyways. You remember when this fight was new? And people would just wipe on it perpetually. I don't want to be near you. I bless your heart, I love you. Please go over there with your AoE. I mean, it's on the AU spectrum most of the time. But yeah. I also cracked my head open on the floor when I was 1. Like, for real, I have a scar. It's really hard to see because of the lighting. But I have a scar right here that I got when I was 1 because I fell off a bed and fully cracked my head open on the floor. They said I didn't get a concussion, but let's be real, definitely got a concussion. There's no way in hell you're cracking your head open and not getting a concussion. I mean, I'm not a medical expert, I don't actually know, but it seems like you would get a concussion from that. I'm gonna show you more from over here where your sword is. Yes, people used to die on this all the time. It was crazy. I remember spending, damn it, I hit the wrong button, literal hours on this fight. Well, not literal hours, but literal hour on this fight. Because it was just rough back in the day.
Back in my day, we used to have to do this fight uphill both ways in the snow, and we were happy about it. Yeah, He-Man.
I don't know why my old man voice today was a yeah, He-Man. Or damn it, I hit fucking cows as opposed to Jibbit again. Oh, Lordy Lou, Dr. Boo. Nose itches. Still. I'm just out here trying. All we do.
They who dwell aloft have spoken. Let their words echo in your empty soul. Ruination.
I think we just go over here. He's just doing slams. Come on and slam. And welcome to the jam. Yeah, I very much think I need to pursue additional testing, and I probably really need medication. I have been unmedicated with ADHD for about nine or so years, maybe 10, no, about 10 years. And it sucks. There's a reason for that though, like, I chose to not be medicated, and it wasn't my favorite choice I've made. Basically, there was a medication that I was taking. I was taking Concerta, and I had a dosage that had a noticeable effect and was working. And then I moved to a different part of the state, and I had to get a new doctor, and the new doctor did not want to prescribe me Concerta. He wanted me to try out different medications. And after like a month of that, the new medicine didn't fucking work. Like, and he was like, oh, well, we'll just experiment with the doses and shit. And I'm like, can I just take the fucking pill I was already taking that I know worked? And the answer was no. And I was just like, all right, well, the hell with this. The hell with it.
The screams of ruin rise above the storm's discord. Shudder not in her.
I'm gonna die!
Fold.
So that's why I haven't been medicated. And I've made attempts. I guess I'm just gonna complain about this now, but I don't want to complain about stuff because I literally had to listen to people at work today giving me shit for complaining too much. Oh, God. Like, I don't want you to be a whiny, complainy person, but like, I don't know, problems exist. I should use that jacket. So like, that's why I stayed off meds, because they kept wanting to switch me. Yeah. And like, I've made a couple of attempts. Okay, so there was a night. I've mentioned this in passing. There was a bad night. I had a series of bad nights. Like 6 months ago. They were bad nights. And so like I was just desperate. I was just miserable in agony. And there through the university, because I was still in university, because I've only been out of college for 2 months, which is insane to me. I was like, there's a fucking... Oh, fuck off. There was a line. They had a thing where it's like, you know, a mental health, you know, thingy line. Not like a I'm gonna kill myself line, but a, you know, hey, I need mental health assistance line. And I fucking called it. And the first person hung up on me. The first person I talked to just hung up on me. The second person I talked to, they tried to be useful and helpful. They tried. They were not useful and helpful, but they tried. Yeah, the first person just fucking hung up on me. Like, full on. And you have to understand, when I say it was bad, like, I had been at work the day before, and if I had been at home during that time frame when I was at work, I would have killed myself. No, if I would have happened. That's the state I was in. That's where I was at. So I called this fucking line, and they were like, the first person just fucking hangs up. They're like, oh, okay, yeah, we'll see what we can do, and they just fucking hang up. So I call him back because I'm like, I have the presence of mind to know that, because I've gone to counseling and all that shit before. I know everything is wrong, everything is bad. I need to try and get help. I need to, you know, this will pass, but I need help. And admittedly, I don't know a lot of people that I'm comfortable at interacting with in those situations, because I've been burned before. So I'm on the phone with a second person, and they're like, and you know, we're going through stuff and everything's, and they're like, all right, well, I'll have a list. I'll send you a list of doctors that you can get an appointment scheduled with, and blah, blah, blah. And so they're trying to help. And so I get this list of doctors, right? And the closest goddamn doctor is a 3.5-hour drive. I live outside of Atlanta. This is a huge city. And the closest fucking doctor is 3.5 hours away. Well, I can't do that. Like, I can't. I have work. I have shit I have to do, you know? And so, like, and I'm just staring at it like, this is useless. Like, the first person hung up on me, and the second person tried to help, but the best they could do was get me a doctor that's 3.5 hours away. I have to drive, spend an entire, sadly for men's mental health, it's larger that way. Yeah, I'm like, so I'm basically in a situation where I have to commit an entire fucking day to go see a person because, like, I know what I need. Like, I really need to get back on ADHD pills. There's a lot of issues that come up with having ADHD that I suffer from rampantly that are just not addressed because they need to be addressed with medicine. So I'm just like, I can't, because ADHD medication is a fucking highly protected drug. Like, you have to get like a doctor's appointment every 3 months. It's involved to have ADHD medication. It's because it's so restricted. And I'm just like, I can't, there's no way in fuck I can have my life function in such a way where I have to drive 3.5 fucking hours to make this happen. And I'm just like, just fuck it. Just fuck it. This isn't helpful. Nothing, I'm not gonna be able to get anything from this. And credit to the second person I talked to, because after like a week, they called me back to, you know, check in and, you know, be like, you didn't make any appointments, you know, is everything okay, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, yeah, but like the closest fucking doctor is 3.5 hours away. And they were just like, well, that's what's available. And I'm just like, I'm sorry, it just, I guess I'm fucked. I can't do that. So here I am. You know, most of the way through a year, actually probably about a year later, still miserable, still need medication. Nothing's changed. I feel like there should be an ending to this story or something. There just isn't. That's where it stops. It's effectively a lifelong cliffhanger. And so here's another thing. When I tried to get medicine again, after moving to the Atlanta area, I had to go to I had to get reevaluated because there's this myth that, and it comes from misdiagnosis, is that people grow out of ADHD. People who actually have ADHD do not grow out of it. It is a neurological disorder with how their brain works. You don't grow out of it. But like, because of that and that reputation, I had to go get reevaluated for ADHD. And I found a guy to do it. And I went and I met with him. They learned to mask so everyone around them feels better. I'm kind of building up to that, honestly. But like, so I ended up meeting up with this doctor. Well, oh God, I need to be over here. This area is bad. So, the guy I meet with is kind of a dick. Like, he's got his certs and all that, but he's kind of a dick. Alright, these are all covered. Alright, good. That one wasn't. And I meet with them, because everyone, you know, everyone in these interactions is treating me like I'm a drug addict who's trying to get his fix. I watch anime. Like, I'm boring as fuck. I've never done a hardcore drug in my life that wasn't prescribed to me. No, I'm just like, I mean, I guess they have no way to tell, but I don't know. From the people I've talked to who have done drugs, it's way easier for them to get drugs than it is for me. It's, Fucking, ugh.
Bend to my will.
And like I said, I wish there was more to talk about on that particular subject of the odyssey of Tiny trying to get properly medicated for his mental illness. But that's kind of it. That's kind of the deal. That's where it's at. And I remember talking to someone about it one time, and I'm gonna get to the masking thing here in a moment. But I remember talking to someone one time, and they were like, I don't want pity for my mental health problems. And I'm like, I honestly at this point kind of do. You know? Like,
I see
you kind of do. It's been a lot. I'd like a little bit of pity. You know? Like, you know, maybe a good old-fashioned man that sucks every now and then. You know? It does suck. Yeah, see, you say that and I immediately feel better. So, during one of these effectively horrible fucking episodes I was having with mental health, I'm getting to the mask thing, because I will talk about that here in a moment. James Stephanie Sterling, put out a video talking about, you know, exploitation in gaming of the consumer. It really does suck. I'm here for you to vent. I appreciate that. Exploitation of vulnerable demographics of gamers. And because James Stephanie Sterling is diagnosed with ADHD. They have ADHD. And, you know, some people suffer from mental illnesses in different ways. There's a batch of symptoms, and from what I've learned from just knowing people and stuff, people suffer from different symptoms to different degrees. And one of the symptoms I struggle with a lot, is impulse control. I really struggle with impulse control. You know, some people may say that telling all this shit on a live stream is a terrible fucking idea. I'm just sharing my problems on the internet. I don't know. I don't have good impulse control, and that's what my impulse was. So this is what we're fucking doing. I really struggle with impulse control. And during that Jimquisition episode, James Stephanie Sterling talked about people with impulse control issues with ADHD are a targeted demographic because it means they're more likely to succumb to problem gambling tendencies because they have poor impulse control. Basically, you know, a normal person may look at it and go, nah, I don't really care. And a person with poor impulse control may go, it just pecks at them until they just fucking do it. And they don't even realize that they've done something they shouldn't have. If I had $1 for every time I impulse bought a fucking thing on Steam and then immediately returned it going, why did I buy this? I don't want to play this. And you may think to yourself, like, so I have a lot of cash shop items in 14. You wanna know why? Because I have poor impulse control, and frankly, I have been treating 14 as an outlet for my poor impulse control. Basically, stuff comes up at the cash shop, and if I want it, I just buy it. I don't try to resist it, I just buy it. Because I'm too busy being bombarded on other sides with stuff that I don't need, that I kind of want, but I only want it in the moment. No. There's items from the cash shop that I fucking hate that I bought. And I wish I didn't have, because they're garbage and I don't use them. I do that a lot. I've now blocked Steam from my card, so I can't buy anything off it unless I get a Steam card. That's a good idea. That's unironically a good idea. I might have to do that. I've kind of adapted to not buying stuff off of Steam via just, I don't look at what's available. I don't keep track of the things that are up. Corey, do you have an opinion on what we run next? I kind of down for another roulette. I kind of want to do more Reaper. I'm open to suggestions. So, like, that's probably the reason I never know what games are coming out. I don't keep track of it. I don't, it's not something I keep on my radar because it's one less thing I have to try and manage. I can show you the Reaper rotation. Yeah, let's go look at that. Miss. Glad I don't work at GameStop anymore. I work at a bicycle shop and I love bicycles. They're really cool and I really like them and I need to stop buying things. Like, admittedly, my most recent purchases for my bike were because I broke shit. Kept buying games. Yeah, that would be horrible. And my most recent purchases for bicycle stuff were because I'm at your house. It's because I crashed several times and broke several things. So I had to replace them. I was at Gigabytes. I've just outed where I go to play D&D. Fucking whoops. On average, when I worked there, my reserve list was 20 plus. Oof. Oh, I'm gonna have to go to... Went to the wrong place. Hold on. Okay, I can't teleport to... I'll have to go to your estate manually. It'll be fine. It'll just take me a second. Yeah, like, and they had... I will show you this thing. Let me go grab this, and I'll show you. I will show you what I bought. I don't regret it. But, yeah. Okay, I'm back. Friends list. I don't believe in friends. I don't have any of those. Okay, I'll show you what I bought. I bought this thing. I love it. Makes me happy. It was an impulse buy. Like, I managed my finances well enough, and I managed to avoid stuff well enough that I'm not in any risk monetarily. But I bought this, and I love it. Look at it. It's called a Sakura dragon, and I love it. Look at it, it's so fucking cute! Oh my god, it's so good. Like, I'm so happy with this thing. I mean, I bought this fucking thing like 3 weeks ago. I have a weakness for these, but they're so cute. Friends list. Let me try friends list, even though I'm just here and I could just walk. I need one of those. Borrowed one from a friend. It just helps so much with the anxiety that ADHD causes me. All right, I will admit. Okay, so quick breakdown of my desk. Within arm's reach, I have a cat squishable. I have a griffin squishable. I have a, what was this one? An Ouroboros squishable. I have Chocobo Mystery Dungeon. And whatever the fuck this is. I don't even know. But it is a Tasty Peach Studios. I don't know, but it's adorable and I love it. It's a little black nugget thing. That is within my immediate touching vicinity. Here's my 3-foot IKEA shark that lives on my bed. Yeah. Oh, I have the big cat squishable too. I have one of those. That was my first one. Going back to this Jim Sterling thing. James Stephanie Sterling, sorry. They've said they don't mind it when people call them Jim Sterling because that's the brand, but I still want to try and get their name right. So, they had in the video they talked about the ADHD thing. And like, I fucking emotionally lost it. I was up till like, I think I was up until 5 o'clock in the morning. Just like uncontrollably, like alternating between sobbing and other emotional states. Because, real talk, it felt like I had been seen for the first time in years. Let's see what you're doing. Yeah, that lasts a really long time. Only 15 seconds in, approximately. So here's I haven't mentioned this to anyone. So you refreshed it there at like 10 seconds left, and there's 30 seconds. So that's gone now. You did your last buff. Okay. Next gallows will do increased. Action. Action changes to unveiled gallows. Okay. So here's the thing that I did that I have not talked about. I sent an email to James Stephanie Sterling at 2:30 in the morning that night. Because I just didn't know what else to do. And you know what? Say what you will about James Stephanie Sterling, but they replied within 10 minutes because apparently they were also awake at 2:30 in the morning. And they wrote me back. And, you know, it was kind of, you know, that outpouring of like, here's kind of my woes and where I'm at, and you know, your video made me feel seen, blah, 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 blah. It was nice. They had a very nice response, and it was good. I really appreciated it. But going back to the mask thing from earlier, that looks like fun. Honestly, Reaper is starting to grow on me more and more. Just need to figure out the colors on this glam. Let's do a leveling. I haven't done a leveling in like a million years. Do you want to do a leveling, Corey? I'll wait to see if Corin responds. So back to the mask thing. That's what's kind of been stressing me out so much recently. Because people that I work with at work have told me that I complain constantly. Like, one of them said today, they can't imagine me going more than 10 minutes without complaining about something. And I've had a lot of people tell me that I'm just a really negative person. And I don't want to be a really negative person. I've been on 14 almost 6 months now, and I finally feel like getting on it. Might as well, man. I mean, like, there's no pressure to play it when there's not something you don't want to do in it. You've had a negative life. I have had a negative life. That is a thing. I don't know. I don't think there's really anyone watching other than Aaron and Corey, and if there is, then boy, you're watching a weird live stream today. Fine, let's just dual Reaper a leveling roulette. That sounds like a great idea. And while we do that, I should probably clean up my... Yeah, like for context, there's people who don't know, but if I'm correct and it is just Corey and Aaron, I've had some shit. It's hard to go away from being negative when everything's been negative around you. Yeah, like I've had a lot of bad experiences, shall we say. None of which were my own choice. But the thing is like, I know that people that I've hung out with don't want to hang out with me because I'm too negative. And every time I look at it, you can fit the whole Arcane Circle opener into one application of Shadow of Death. I'll just need to make sure, like, I think I was just not lining up my gluttony and all this stuff properly, which I'll need to work on. The thing about wearing the mask is, like, I try to be positive and say positive things, and I don't complain. There's two problems with that. One, I see things and I want improvement. Not like everything must be perfect, but like, I'll see things, I'm like, hey, you know, like that picture's crooked. What if we straightened it? Or hey, this floor's never been mopped. What if we mopped it? Which people interpret as complaining, because I think just how I phrase it sounds that way. Every other gluttony should be, yeah, that I've gotten, that every other Gluttony should be under Arcane, because Gluttony's a 60 and Arcane's 120 for recast. But the problem that I think I've run into is, like, because I was talking to someone, they're like, why don't you talk about stuff that you like? And I mentioned this earlier in the stream. I don't have shit that I like that people that I interact with like. You know? Like, and I'm so used to trying to talk about things that I like about, only to get shut the fuck down because no one else gives a shit. And it's almost impossible to talk about something that you like if no one else around you is willing to engage in that conversation. And I saw a great example of this other day, because so I've gotten back into mountain biking. I've always really enjoyed cycling. I just have. Like, when I was in high school, I rode fucking miles every day on my bike. I fucking really enjoy riding my bike again. The only reason I stopped is I just didn't have a bike anymore. And I'm having a great time mountain biking again, and I've learned a lot, and I'm successfully doing jumps. Oh yeah, thick boy doing jumps. And my dad, who has been he's super into cycling. He's ridden a bike his whole fucking life. This dude rides bikes. Still awesome. And you know, he's not into mountain biking, and he's not like into hardcore road cycling. He's got a flat bar bike, and he just rides the shit out of it. And he has for years. And because I've gotten into mountain biking again. He was like, yeah, fuck it, I'm gonna get a mountain bike so I can go mountain biking with my son. And as much as my dad is not the greatest father in the world, I have to give him some credit, because unlike the rest of my family, he has actively made attempts to engage with my interests. I usually do Bloodstalker at 50 gauge. What's that? Bloodstalker just 50, and then either Burn Soul Gauge for Enshroud. We'll hold off to not overcap. Yeah, that's one thing I was wondering, is if it's better to wait till it nears cap or just burn it at 50%, so that way you have the maneuvering room for soul slices every time you need them, and then just worry about getting it up to that when you're coming up on your burst for Arcane Circle. So credit to my dad, he has attempted to engage with my interests and stuff, which no one else in my family fucking does. I still have horrible mental scars from my dad's parenting failures. I think I've played 14 since my new computer. Ooh. I bought a new graphics card, and now 14 runs at 90 FPS, and it's amazing. Do you have Enshroud on your bar at all? I have no idea. Let me check my thing. I'll look for it over here while I talk. Oh, I don't have Enshroud yet. Where is it? What does it come from? I don't know. Weird. I'm gonna put that right there until I figure out what to do with it. So, my dad bought a mountain bike. Have you done class quests? Must have not. I thought I did. I should go do that. I must have not. BRB, I guess. I'm gonna sit and still be in queue, but I guess I'll go do those quests. I thought I have, but I must have gotten distracted and stopped caring. So my dad bought a mountain bike, and he's gone mountain biking with me a few times. And after his first mountain biking ride, he was really excited. He was super stoked. He had a great time. And we went to dinner with my family, and he really wanted to talk about it. He really wanted to talk about mountain biking. And neither my mom nor my sister would participate in the conversation at all. Not a fucking thing. So he would try to talk about it because he was super excited and he had a great time, and yeah. And they would just be like, whatever. It wasn't even a matter of they would sit there and listen, but then once he was finished talking, they would just start talking about something else. And, you know, that's effectively how I grew up. Because I have basically no interest in common with my family. And it was wild watching that from the outside, because I feel like, you know, if maybe if you'd never been in the shoes, you wouldn't recognize it or whatever. But I was looking at it, I'm like, holy shit. That's why I don't talk about stuff I like. I can't talk about stuff I like most of the time. I don't know why, but like in most situations, if I'm where it's like, hey, talk about trains, and I'm just like, I don't know. Trains are cool. Yes. I freeze up. I don't know what to say. And I think some of that derives from the fact that, like, you know, my mom thinks that video games are harmful for your soul. That's a thing. What? Yes. Yes, you heard that right. So, like, to her, video games are a bad thing. And I don't need to explain to you why people aren't interested in trains. Most people aren't interested in trains. Video games are harmful, so movies are, then yeah. We all know the dealy on that. Ah, I didn't hit Arcane Circle. I didn't realize I had it available at this time. Yeah, so I've never been able to talk with my family about my interests because they don't give a fuck. And I had pondered if that had, you know, aided into my inability to talk about my interests just in general. I really kind of veered off the whole mask discussion. Def has, probably. But like, I don't know how to talk about things I like. I just don't. And unfortunately, most people just don't. I don't know if it's just a thing with the area that I'm in. Most people I've talked to, unless you hit them with something like genuinely fascinating, they also don't seem to engage with. I'm the same way with what happened because of friends growing up. Yeah, I threw a knife at someone one time because I thought I was friends with them, and then they publicly told a bunch of people that they did not know me. So I threw a knife at them, which is a move. But like, I keep running these things where people like, you complain all the time. Fuck that, they deserve it. Yeah, it was, the more I've thought about it, the more I'm like, you know what, fuck them. It's like, you complain all the time. And I don't say that like, that actually really hurts and I don't like that, but like, that really fucking hurts and I don't like that. I don't mean to complain all the time, and I'm not trying to complain. That's just how I know how to talk. Sorry. But I've started getting really riled up about shit. Where like, I hit situations where I'm sitting there pretending I give a fuck about whatever the hell some other person is talking about. And then when I talk about something, they just ignore it and blow it off or whatever. And I've started hitting the point where I just like immediately I'm just like, well, fuck you. You know, why the fuck am I over here making any kind of effort to pretend I give a shit about what you're fucking talking about when you don't give me the goddamn courtesy in return? And I think the answer to that is because most people don't. You really are just supposed to, you know, find a group of people that have similar interests and stick with that. But I live in the South. So, like, what am I gonna do? There are people I truly feel safe talking about anything with. Yeah. Here's something that several weeks ago, I added a tag to my stream. And it's LGBT blah, 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 blah. And I didn't just add that because, you know, it was Pride Month and hooray, support Pride. Because I haven't mentioned it. At no fucking point in time have I addressed that tag. Because I have huge trust issues. ostensibly, I am in a space that is entirely controlled by me. Right? Like, no one who I don't want to be in this damn live stream can be in this live stream. If I decide I want someone not in it, then they're not going to be in it. Other than, you know, don't share your personal information because people are horrible. In terms of saying shit about who you are as a person, it's relatively safe. I haven't mentioned it. And before you ask, I'm not gay. That's not what it is. I know someone would ask me until you're ready to say it. Yeah, I'm not gay. I am aromantic. I have never experienced romantic feelings towards anyone in my fucking life. I have been single, basically I had a girlfriend one time. I've never felt a need for it. And I eventually learned that, yeah, there's a term for that. Like, in terms of sexual attraction shit, yeah, I'm into girls. Fucking, yeah. But, like, I don't experience romantic feelings. And I honestly, I don't know what that's gonna mean into the future, but it's just kind of where it is. I don't know how that is. It probably has been hard on you. Kinda, because I have had a lot of people be like, why are you single? And I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. I am. I don't know. And I would argue it's not a huge part of my identity. Because it just kind of isn't, you know? I've hit the point where when it comes to a lot of things, I'm just like, I am me. I'm here doing me things. That is who I be. But the problem with that is then I go out and interact with people in public, and, you know, obviously no one I work with, I've told about it. So just for context, like, there's aromantic and asexual are really kind of go hand in hand. Asexual means you don't experience sexual attraction. Aromantic being you don't experience feelings of romance. As in, you don't, like, you could be really good friends with people, and you can have that, like, emotional connection, but you don't experience, I guess, love as is conventionally understood. And yeah, you know I haven't told anyone at work that. God, no. One of the people I work with thinks trans people are evil. I'm demi-romantic. I don't know what that means. But I'll look it up if you don't want to explain it. But, like, yeah, no, I haven't told anyone at fucking work because one of the people I work with literally, like, has issue with gay people existing and finds trans people, like, unpleasant and disconcerting. In what fucking world am I ever gonna feel super welcome in that space? Like, and admittedly, like, other than it being kind of a weird stretch from a mental perspective, yeah, aromantic's not that out there, you know? In terms of, like, what people find icky, which I still don't get why people find people who are gay icky. It's not you having sex with them, why do you care? I get romantic feelings based on having a strong emotional connection with them. Ah. Yeah, that makes sense. Like, as a concept, that makes sense. But, like, it's really hitting the point where, like, I'm just so, you know, I have to watch what I say because I'm not a fucking conservative. And I have to watch what I say because, you know, I believe in queer rights and happen to fall under that category. Albeit not as life-impactingly, I suppose, as other people. I see, here's the thing. I keep saying that being aromantic isn't life-impacting. The whole concept is you literally don't fall in love with people. If I think about that from a practical perspective, you understand how that sounds insane, right? Like, oh, it's not a big impact on my life. That is a huge impact. I don't want to be standing there. That's a thing. You know what? That's a circle, isn't it? I don't understand what's happening. That was just kind of a side observation. I have to keep hidden for my best friend's time so I don't potentially get feelings. Yeah, that's something I've done. I've gotten overly emotionally invested in people that I should not have. I don't think I'm a good judge of character. And that's put me in some bad situations. But like, for better or for worse, it seems to be that the best mask that I know how to wear when interacting with people in general is the mask of being kind of negative and complaining a lot. Because I think that's all I've got in common with most of these people. And I don't want it to be the case. Like, I want people to like me. I want to have friends in real life who I can do stuff with and engage with. And there are people in real life that do like me and that do enjoy doing stuff with me. I mainly play D&D with them on Wednesdays, so they only see me once a week, which is why they still like me, I think.
I am righteousness.
But like,
And righteousness.
are you okay? Okay, they're coming. You know, I get the impression that a lot of people, you know, everyone wears a mask.
You do anything by yourself.
God, now suddenly that just occurred to me that this boss sounds like Donald Trump. But I feel like the mask is more cumbersome for some than others, depending on how extreme of a difference it has to be. And it's exhausting. Why did I hit the wrong button? Who cares? Whatever, it doesn't matter.
Come back, I'm trying to do damage.
It is, yeah. I mean, you're in a, if I'm not mistaken, Arpaga, you're in a very conservative area. I'm just guesstimating, because I know, I don't remember exactly, oh god. Let me just get hit by a million things. I don't remember exactly where you live. But it's somewhere in the Midwest, isn't it? Like, I think it was, other than the time that Mike Pence grew up. Yeah, that's outstanding. That sounds horrible. And I grew up in a fucking unincorporated settlement outside of a city of 11,000 people. It's a lot, you know? And I have the constant paranoia of, like, I want to move somewhere where there's going to be more people who, you know, basically there's a more likelihood of a range of people who I can empathize with and be on a similar wavelength with.
Very well. If you will not be discouraged.
But, like, you know, what if they're not? Is always the thought. What if I move to another city and it's just the same? It's crippling. And I'm not trying to bash or hate on, like, I guess, neurotypical people. I've just gotten lucky now that I'm older. I've met and became friends with people who are very open and loving. See, I'm still working on that part. I've met people online, and I know I'm perpetually saying that I don't have friends. That's not true. Raven is my friend. Corian is my friend. I'm assuming Corian is my friend. You know, Arpaga, even though you and I basically never talk because, busy. We are friends. Like I said, there's people that I play Dungeons and Dragons with that consider me a good friend. So like, there's people who give a shit. But like, I've hit the point where I don't. There's just so many people I have to interact with who don't like effectively the mask that I put on, that I find easiest to put on. That I don't think I can be comfortable around anyone. Yeah, I consider you a friend. My schedule till recently just made it hard to talk to you. Yeah. And admittedly, I appreciate the fact that Raven is still my friend. I haven't talked to Raven in a voice chat in probably a couple of months. Like, honestly, in terms of, like, social bandwidth, I've kind of burned all my social bandwidth, A, going to work, and B, doing live streams. You know? So I appreciate the fact that Raven is still my friend and still is there, like, because there's been days where I was just, like, out of nowhere, ask Raven to go into a voice chat, and I just have a bunch of negative shit to offload. Me and Raven may talk a few months in a year, honestly, but we both consider each other friends. Yeah. That's one of the issues I've had with friendship and stuff is, in terms of, I found it so difficult to find people IRL who are supportive. I find it insanely difficult to find people who are supportive IRL. Because I perpetually seem to be associating people that are just super judgy. And for, you know, people who would then attempt to take advantage of me. Because I've had people try to take advantage of me financially and otherwise. Not sexually, that hasn't happened. But like, because I try to be a nice person, but I've had people who try to take advantage of that. It's very hard to find those people who are safe places. It is. Especially in a conservative area. Really rough. Yeah, one of the issues I've run into, is this tank going to provoke? I like to think that they're trying their best. Honestly, whether or not they provoke isn't going to have much bearing on whether or not they're the worst tank I've played with in a while. Besides, Corian's a perfectly capable tank. Like, I don't know if you were here earlier, Aaron, but like, this person who's never been in my Twitch chat before came in and posted a fucking, like, they posted, "I hope you're doing well, never forget the amazing person you are and how much you are loved, have a lovely stream." And man, that fucked me up. Like, that was like a bottle of water to a drowning man. That was amazing. Seemed much worse too, I was just laughing, yeah. Like, that shit, that was good, because I didn't have a very good day. I got the thingy! I'm pretty sure I don't have that many. That's kind of exciting. I wasn't there for that. It was earlier. Hell yeah. I really need to go to bed, but I'm not right now. It's just so... Yeah. I'm torn between, like, you know, ever since the stuff with Dragon Con that happened before COVID, where I was just like, I kind of like woke up and realized that. Hi, Corey. I woke up and realized that like all of the people I was investing myself in didn't give a fuck about me. I've been trying really hard to like maintain a me, like just being me and not prioritizing other people, because I was in that position where I was, which a lot of people have found themselves in, where they're attempting to get personal validation by appeasing other people, and they end up sacrificing, you know, their own time and huge amounts of their own resources for the gratitude of other people, and that never works ever. So like, you know, when I'm still having a hard time with that too, yeah, because it's really tempting. But like I've most people that I interact with, most people I interact with assume, and I know this because they've told it to my face, that I have a really big ego. I'm extremely self-confident. I'm very well off. I have a good, like, they assume that I'm basically a confident, sure person who's got a big ego and who thinks too highly of themselves. That's the way I am perceived by most people. And oh my god, that just is not fucking true. Holy shit, is that not true? But like, that's how most of the people around me behave. And so that's what I've adopted, not intentionally. That's one thing about the masks and the defensives that people put up, is it's not based off of a conscious behavior. It's basically, you learn behaviors over time to form defenses to protect yourself. And oftentimes, those are not super good behaviors. They're often not bad behaviors, because generally, you know, as I was told from a counselor I was seeing, you learned them for a reason. Like, you learned the defensive behaviors for a reason. And it was to protect yourself. The problem is once you are not in that situation and you don't need those behaviors anymore, you still have them. And yeah, you get kind of left alone more. I'm confident and kind of a dick and playing a lot and I'm kind of aggressive. Even though I'm not that as a person. I remember why I stopped doing this quest line is because I really wasn't. But unfortunately, that means that most of the people I interact with, like IRL, assume that I'm really mean, grumpy, aggressive, have too high of opinion of myself. Off topic, but I should go after one plot medium. Should I go after a one plot medium house in the mist? Might as well. I mean, you'll get your money back with the lottery system. You just have to set your expectations. I've got a bid on a plot in the Goblet at the moment because it's in the same district as Corian, and I was like, fuck it, sure, why not? But hopefully we get some level of personal customization with islands when that comes out, and you don't have to, you know, do a lottery for it. What's going on over here? A lot of people standing around. I want to stand around too. How does the new system work? You go, so there's a period. So right now we're in the entry period. So for us, like 5 or so odd days, you can go up to a plot and enter yourself into the lottery for the price of the house. Then at the end of the entrance period, they have a drawing period where that randomly draws who gets the house out of the people who entered into it. The other catch is, and this is kind of the kick in the balls, is they changed how plots are used. So not every house is open to everyone in every district. That's a good combination. Sorry. That's this person's wearing. I saw someone else wearing this combination earlier and it looked pretty good. I want to cancel that. I want to look at this person. That looks better on Femro than I would have thought it did. Like, I wasn't even going to try it because I assumed it would look bad. So, with the new setup... So I think wards... yeah. They've changed it because they did it really poorly to begin with. Initially, when they tried the new system, it was like wards 1 to like 16 were only for free companies. And then most of the houses did not get sold. Most of them did not get bought. But now they've made it so it looks like 10 to 24 are for individuals, and then 1 to 9 is for free companies. But basically, in these sections, you can go in, and you go place a bid on a house, and if you don't win it, you go get your money back from the board that you placed your bid at. It's a passive lottery. You go and you buy a lottery ticket, and you either win or you don't. But you get your money back if you lose. It's shit. It's not an improvement. But it's a thing. Have I gotten any... Do I have any new gear? I do have new gear. I want the new... I guess I'll... Yeah, it's the standard placard. It's the placard. Yeah, you just go up to the placard at the plot. Oh yeah, I need to turn stuff in so I can afford to buy stuff. Eggs.
Fat cat! No, go away. Fat cat time.
Already a fellowship member. Of course they are. Still always get a kick of how we got our FC house. Didn't you snipe it out? Didn't you like, just go up and like, buy, and just got it? If I remember correctly, is that how it panned out? Yeah. That's some luck. That's why I always told people, I'm like, you're more likely to get the house if you just, you know, spam on the sign for hours on end. But also, I know a lot of people that have just walked up out of nowhere, tried the sign once, and gotten the damn house. So... you know. Make a choice. I saw that 5 different times. Yeah, where someone's just like, alright, I'm gonna try. Bloop, hey! Meanwhile, someone's been there for 10 hours, and they're like, I was here first! And they're like, oh, doesn't matter, he clicked it at the right time. I'm just here to ogle some glams. Now, I did think about doing that glam, but I've got too many glams that use that pants right now, so I ended up not doing it. I'm just jealous of this top. I like that top a lot. I know wish Emro had it. I have those pants. I don't have that top. Might need to look into that. What are you wearing? Ninja stuff. Ninja stuff is always good. It's just always a winner. Do I have any mail? Spotted it the night before. It was still up when I logged in the next day, did like 10 clicks and bought the house. See, this is an outfit I like. It's literally just, it is what it is. Like, I don't think any of this is glamored. But it's just like, that's a good outfit. It's a solid crafter outfit. What do my crafters look like right now? Let's find out. Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm down with that. I like that. I'm gonna do one last thing about talking about emotional woes dealing with people in the real world, and then I'll stop. As you've probably noticed, I tend to circle topics when I talk because that's just how my brain processes things, and people give me shit for it all of the fucking time, and I'm literally like, I can't stop. Like, this isn't a learned behavior. This is literally just how my brain functions. Please stop giving me crap for it. Like, it doesn't help. I'm aware that I'm repeating myself. I cannot help it. Like, please stop giving me shit for it. Honestly, that's you're good. It's the ADHD brain. Yeah, like that's just part of it. Is like you gotta cycle shit sometimes. It just sticks around there for a while. I mean, I've done that tonight. It's just how it be, especially when you get distracted. Yeah, I don't know who the fuck that dude was earlier. That said the nice things. That Ron Tip guy. Listen, their fucking icon is the goddamn bunny, and you know what? I appreciate that. This is a last stream 6 hours ago. Well, you know what? Fuck you. I'm gonna give you a follow. You'll have 20 followers now. I don't know if they're still watching, but I'm doing it anyway. That made me happy. I could never do that. I don't think I could just go into someone's chat and say a nice thing like that. I'm not comfortable doing it. Too self-conscious. Sadly, the medium was still in a waiting period. Is it? That's weird. They're not supposed to be in the waiting period right now. They're supposed to be in the entry period. That's strange. If it's, I think I noticed. If it's in the waiting period, I think it means it was in a previous lottery and the person hasn't claimed it yet. I think that's what that means. I've never done parlay. What the fuck is this? I don't understand that. Not right now. Possibly. I think that's what it is, yeah. Yeah, that's kind of the last thought, is like, it just, every time someone criticizes, like, you just complain all the time. You're talking circles again. I'm just like, I'm trying my best, okay? Like, my brain doesn't work right, and I have extreme emotional damage. Sorry. Fuck him. That's the thing I have to keep in mind. That's the thing I have to try to keep in mind, is I need to not regret who I am as a person, because it's not going to change, and I've had countless people tell me that I should change it, and they should go fuck themselves. Because they don't understand where I'm coming from or why I am how I am. And there are reasons for it, and they are not my fault. And I'm doing my best. And that is really hard to keep in mind. And still is pretty depressing. I want a side haircut. I was just like started looking at haircuts, and that's where we are. Not really feeling that one. What about, where is my favorite side haircut? Where is it? Am I blind? It's that one. I like that one. I don't think it works with the goggles. Goggles aren't what they're supposed to be. Let's do, where is it? Early to rise. I did that for a while. I could do this for a bit. Just be Corrine. Just call tall Corrine. Yeah, let's just be tall Corrine for a bit. That's why I'm glad that I just decided to talk about it today, because, you know, like I said, I'm stuck around a lot of people who are basically telling me, yeah, you need to change, but I have changed repeatedly, and I'm kind of in a better spot than I've been in the past, and I don't want to go back to that. So funny enough, it's been theorized that ADHD people are people who are better suited at being hunter-gatherers because of how our brains work. I read that article or YouTube video. Yeah, I don't know, it was one of those. I remember that, yeah. Because ADHD people, ADHD people can process more information. I'm not certain this hairstyle works. I'm confident that it doesn't, actually. I'm gonna change this. Changed my mind. I remember either reading or watching a person reading a piece about that. And it was also talking about how people with ADHD, like, if all of this is true, basically, why they have a lot of trouble interacting with people. I'm not feeling that one. I could just do Early to Rise again. I do like it. I think I need something more punk for the outfits I'm running right now. Not that. Definitely not that. Why is it so hard to pick a hairstyle? That's kind of tempting. It's hard to tell with the goggles down. I don't do the goggles down 99% of the time. I haven't used that. You know what? Let's do that. I haven't done this hairstyle in a really long time. Let's... Although dude, looking up stuff for ADHD is a roller coaster too, because of the amount of people that there is a lot of pushback against people being ADHD, which I don't think is shared by, like, depression and stuff. Ooh. That kind of puts it into, like, you ever seen the animes where it's like the high school gang member chick? Like, that's kind of what that vibe is. Yeah, about how there's a lot of pushback against people with ADHD, just in terms of, like, you know, you can be in a place where they're talking, you know, people are talking about, here is the difficulties that people with ADHD have to face in terms of interacting with people. And then you'll get a shit ton of people telling you how it's all bullshit and none of it's true. And it's super annoying. Because there's still that perception of, like, ADHD is a fake thing. It's not. You're kind of a dick. Alright, I will tell one more thing, and then I'm going to bed, because I do need to go to bed. Fuck yeah. So good. I would recommend this. This thing is just, it's pretty fucking good. So, I was in a Discord chat. I've mentioned this before, but I'm gonna tell it anyway. I was in a Discord chat. There was a tuft of loose fur probably left over from manufacturing. I was in a Discord chat with a dude who is a social, he's majoring in, what is it? Sociology. Like grad student sociology. And he and I got in an argument. And this was, so for some context, from my point of view context, this was about a week after I had, you know, the several nights of emotional crisis. And they were talking about loot boxes. And loot boxes are, they're predatory. They prey on people with impulse control issues and people with problematic gambling problems, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, loot boxes are never okay. And predatory monetization tactics are never okay. And he was arguing that they're okay. And that they're fine. And his stance was... And he said this. And this is the whole reason I don't talk to those people anymore. It's the whole fucking reason. I stand by it. He said, people that... Because I was like, you know, I'm like... There is science that says... There's similarities between people who have issues with spending a lot of money on loot boxes and stuff in video games and people who have problematic gambling habits. Are you saying that people with problematic gambling habits, like, are you just, you know, like, what are you saying? Because he was basically saying they, you know, it's not a problem, none of that's real. And he's like, honestly, they just need to learn how to handle it. And I remember just sitting there thinking to myself, are you fucking serious? Because I had literally just had like this horrible nightmare episode over the course of several days. And I still had to go to work during those days. I didn't get time off from work. I had to go to work, be functional, and then go home. And it was horrible. And so I'm sitting there listening to this dude effectively telling me to my face, you know, as much as to my face can be through Discord, yeah, you should just handle it. Yeah, people who have problematic gambling problems and drinking problems and addiction issues, they just need to learn how to handle it. And I managed to compose myself. And all I said was, that's a really reductive way of looking at it. But I think about that like weekly. This dude is a sociology major. This dude has not just a bachelor's degree. This motherfucker's going for his doctorate. And he said to me that people who have gambling addictions and shit need to just learn how to handle it. Because he likes League of Legends and fucking loot box games. And I don't talk to those people anymore, obviously, but like, I think about that all the time. Because he doesn't know. He doesn't know that I have ADHD and depression and other shit. And that I struggle with these things. He doesn't know that when I was 1 year old, my grandfather, who had been sober for 8 years, drank himself to death one night. He doesn't know these things. But that doesn't matter. They're all true. So what he is saying is that he has an addiction to gambling through loot boxes and thinks it's personally okay. Honestly, that was kind of that was a thought. I don't think he does, but here's a kicker. One of the people in that Discord does. One of the people in that group of friends in that Discord does. She spent so much money on League of Legends, she literally almost missed rent several times because of how much money she was spending on shit in League of Legends. And these assholes, her friends, kept playing League of Legends and kept inviting her to play League of Legends. Great. Defeating her addiction. Pretty much, like, that's a problem. It's a problem. The fact that none of you see it as a problem is horrifying to me, which makes them bad friends. Exactly. And I was just like, I'm not associating with you people anymore. I'm done. I'm fucking done. I'm out. And I think about that all of the time. And there's not like a lot of people I know would be like, oh, well, I think about it because it speaks to the blah, blah. No, I just think about that a lot because it's fucking horrible. You know? But I basically look at it as do you see this group of people? This is what you're up against. This is the average fucker. This is the uphill battle you have to fight for yourself. Is dealing with these people, because they are the average fucking gamer, the average Joe fucking blow. This is what you're up against. Pure, unmitigated apathy and excuses when it becomes inconvenient for them. Well, not everyone has that luxury. I don't know. Just weird to see how things are gonna go. Anyways, I do need to go to bed. And this has been this has not been a depressing live stream. It hasn't been a positive live stream. And fuck people that say you have to be positive all the time. I'm sorry. Global warming is happening. There's a war in Ukraine. Inflation is skyrocketing because of said war in Ukraine, because there's a food shortage, because Ukraine is one of the major food suppliers in the fucking world, and Russia, who is a major fuel supplier, is currently not being allowed to supply fuel to people because they're assholes who did horrible things. Find me a major global thing that's going really fucking well, and then we'll talk about that in a positive light. Until then, just go fuck yourself. Stop being positive. Things need to get better. I don't think anyone here disagrees with that, but like that's kind of a blanket statement to people that I have to interact with. Is stop being fucking positive about it. Make improvements. Fuck you. Do better. It's not about being perfect. It's about making it so that the human race can survive another 100 fucking years. Russia is also a major food supplier. Yeah, that is true. No one truly does if they actually care about their fellow man, but have a good night. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm going to end on that, which is fuck people that say you have to be positive. Negativity is useful because if you're positive about everything, then there's no reason to fucking improve and there's no reason to make things better. People only make things better when you point out that they're not as good as they should be. Not as they could be, as they should be. And we should strive for the should be. Not the is, not the could be, the should be. We should make enough money in this country to be able to afford to live on your own without being quote unquote wealthy. You shouldn't have to fucking decide between food and gas. You shouldn't have to decide, I got a compound fracture in my arm and I didn't go to the hospital because I can't afford it. I can't straighten this arm anymore. What am I gonna do about it? I don't have health insurance. I can't find health insurance, but that's the status fucking quo, and that's good enough. No, fuck off. There's a million things that need to be improved upon, and honestly, people hate that I'm pointing them out because that's kind of what I complain a lot about, and I don't give a shit. Fuck you for being complacent. Fuck you for letting everything get to where it is now, and fuck you for not doing anything about it. Because it's only gonna keep getting worse unless you fucking do something about it. It ain't gonna magically climb up on its own. Anyways, I will see you on Saturday over with Hildebrand, where I won't talk about depression and misery and ADHD and fucking stuff. We're just gonna do Hildebrand and I'm going to do stupid voices. And hopefully it'll be fun. And I'm kind of thinking about playing Stray in the future. I don't really know anything about it. Call Me Kevin put a video out on it today, so I'm gonna watch that. And then I'll potentially understand what the game actually is, because I don't understand what the game is. And then maybe I'll stream it. I don't know. But first we're going to finish Hildebrand. It's cute and fun. It looks like it. So I'm going to tentatively learn some stuff about it, and then maybe I'll play it in the future once we finish Hildebrand. Because I like cats. What a surprise! Stray's pretty cool. Just finished it today. Noise. It's one of those, like, it's on my radar. I just don't know much about it. So I'm not going to watch all of Kevin's video. Context. I watch a Call Me Kevin video before I go to bed every day because I don't know what it is about his videos. Did you meow at the cameras? That sounds like spoilers. You know what? I'm gonna have to watch a different Call Me Kevin video and just play the game. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, Call Me Kevin videos like help me calm my brain to go to bed. I literally have an hour-and-a-half long going to bed procedure that I do every night, so that way my brain is calm enough to go to sleep. Because I have ADHD. And anyways, I'm about 30 minutes behind on getting that started, so. Thanks for coming. I'm glad you were all here, and I'm glad you chatted with me about things of the not necessarily pleasant variety, but chatted nonetheless. I hope to see you on Saturday or on Tuesday. Either way, have a good one. Enjoy your tomorrows and all of the days that come after. Bye-bye.